Hey everyone, welcome to a podcast where I'm making for my English project for InnerGlow Wellness. This podcast basically is focused on how we can improve ourselves as humans and what can we do to improve our physical wellness and our mental wellness. So I'm gonna be covered. It's been a couple of years that I've been kind of interested in either helping myself or helping people achieve wellness in their lives, just because as humans we can't stay healthy if we're not feeling well. So basically, and I did a survey for my project that about anything of what people do for their well-being and all that, and most of them do activities like sports, or go out with some friends and all that. So the most people do activities instead of doing other stuff. So I'm gonna talk about some activities and a couple of things that could help you with your well-being. So one of the ways you can improve well-being, even if you start off, you don't really want to, you don't really want to go there, but going to the gym actually has a lot of benefits. Yes, you can grow muscle, you can be stronger and all that, but it also grows benefits of in terms of your mental well-being. So the gym does two things basically. It does physical well-being, so it makes you feel, well, not feel, it makes you have a better physique, and it helps you mentally because more that you, and it was even scientifically proven that more that you do weights or sports, your own body produces some sort of antidepressant naturally, and is that does a better job than the medication. So it was proven that doing some exercise, going to the gym, playing sports or anything like that actually improves your well-being just by doing some, because it keeps you in shape and it produces some sort of, it's like something in your body that just by doing that, it makes you, produce some sort of antidepressants that is better than the medication provided to you. So, and what I think also happens is that most people, when they see something isn't right, they go to a therapist and they get a prescription of antidepressants. It's that quick. But maybe the problem is just by how they manage their well-being, how what they do. If they just sit around all day and, example, play video games, obviously your well-being won't be excellent. You need to do something that makes your well-being, good. So not just sitting around all day doing nothing, or playing video games or doing stuff that you know y- that doesn't make you feel well. And when you notice there's a problem, you go to the therapy, which therapy is good. I don't have a problem with that. It's just the fact that people go to therapy and they get prescribed some antidepressants when you can go to the gym and have something better than antidepressants, which is more natural and does a better job than them. So, and it's not, and if you stop for, like, you don't have to go eat every day. Unlike the medication, you have to take it every day. You don't have to go to the gym every day. You can have, like what I do is I have one day gym, next day off, the other day gym. I'd go to the gym 3 times a week. So I go, example, Monday, I go to the gym. Tuesday, it's a rest day that I would call. Wednesdays, I go to the gym. Thursdays, rest day. Friday, go to the gym. Weekends are I would say rest days as well, because I want to spend time with my family and loved ones and all that. So I just prefer not to go to the gym there. And either way, I either work, have hockey, or and the gym closes at 5 during weekends. So obviously I can't really go, especially if I work. So, but still, so for me, especially with the results I have from the survey, it's most people do activities like play sports and all that. So, you know, doing activities, especially physical activities, will is one way you can improve your well-being. I will cover more in a couple of episodes. I will also have a couple of guests here. Today I'm alone for this podcast, so it's gonna be a quick one, a little bit. But you just you do the things that you love. Don't just gaming is good, but when it and do it too much, it goes overboard and it becomes something that isn't good for your health. So you just you can play video games, but just in moderation. So don't play video games like, I would say probably I play video games like 2 to 3 times a week. So, and for me that's good. For most people could be more, and they still feel well, but I would say, have a balance in there. It goes back to the first podcast I did 2 weeks ago about balance and the first step. So you need to find a balance somewhere. So if you, example, you do multiple things, like I have 4 things that I do in a week. I go to school, I work, I play hockey, and I go to the gym. I need to find a balance somewhere. And sometimes, yes, it's hard to manage, it's hard to cope, it's hard doing that because I have 4 or 5 things to do in a week. So it's kind of hard, but you need to go by what you prioritize. So obviously school comes first because you want to have good grades and all that. You want to do your homework. So for me, school really matters. But what I do is, how I balance it is, after school, I go to the gym, example. And when I come back home, I eat supper, I do my homework for an hour or two. So that's how I balance it. When I have hockey, what I do is I take in, it's on my phone. There's an application where I have my schedule and all that. So I take it to, I put it on my calendar and all that. And what I do is, that example, I have a math homework. I won't wait before the game. I won't wait at the game day to complete my homework. I will do it before, because I know that, okay, I have a game there. I will not be able to do it if it's at the game day. So I will just do it before. So that's how you need to find a balance in everywhere where way possible. Sorry. So, and even with work, example, if there's a homework that's given and I work the 2 days that it's given, example, most of the times I work on Thursdays or Fridays. So if I work on Thursday and on Friday and the homework is given on Thursday, well, I will find a way to make it, and the weekend I work and it's to get to be submitted on Monday. I will find a way, I will do it, example, during my breaks at work. I will find myself a way to do my homework for not, submit it late or to have a 0 on the homework. So that's one way you can balance it. You bringing your homework at work, just to do it during your breaks if you have some. So you need to find a balance somewhere. Those were my examples, but you kind of get the point where you need to find a balance, because without that, it's one of the fundamentals, and the first step as well is really important. So, and that's one thing of the things that I'm struggling with is the first step. So just one of the first steps someone can consider, that we can consider, especially as students, is waking up in the morning. That is one of the hardest things to do, because sometimes you're just comfortable in your bed and you don't want to wake up in the morning. So that's one of the things that most students are dealing with, having trouble waking up in the morning, or even due to having trouble sleeping at night. And that's one of the things. You need to have good sleep. And I'm someone who also has struggle sleeping, so I'm trying to do my research as well about that because I want to learn strategies on how I could have better sleep, how to fall asleep faster, and all that. So, that's also one thing I will cover in the next podcast is episode. So, it's a big thing to cover, but at the most important thing is balance. First step, and obviously our sleep. So to you know take care of our well-being, and after that it's going to be what we can do to help our physical and mental well-being. So for me, I go to the gym and I do sports. That's how I deal with my well-being. And other people is other things. Some people play music, and that's one of the things that also helped me, because a couple years back I had some dark thoughts. So that's after I settled them. That's when I got a little bit determined and all that on helping people get better and all that. And so there's a couple of more there. It's there's a lot of aspects on how you can how what can affect your mentality and all that. So there's a lot of things that it covers a lot. So I'm gonna have to cover a lot, and with other people as well, because it's it's fun also making podcasts with other people, because you get the point of view of not only one person but another person. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna cover everything that I can to ensure that everyone's well-being is going to end up good, and hopefully my well-being as well can end up really really improved, because I'm going to make some research and kind of cover it here on this podcast as well. So, I'm going to do some research about sleep. I'm going to do a lot of research on, how to be physically and mentally well without really, if you're someone who doesn't want to go to the gym, well, without going to the gym, what can you do to still feel well without using some kind of medication? Because I'm someone I'm someone who doesn't really like taking medication, especially if it's something that I can solve. Well, not solve, but something I can do to improve by myself without taking medication. So for me, I didn't want it to go either see a therapist or take antidepressants, because I knew kind of like, okay, for me, the source of my problem was mostly gaming. I was gaming almost every day since COVID started, because I was at home. So what I did when I had these problems, okay, stop gaming. I will focus on things that make me feel good. So music and hockey. I focused only on these two things, and I stopped playing video games for probably almost a year, I would say. And I felt well, not instantly, but I felt better at the end. So, and now I realized that music still helped me a lot, but what mostly helped me was hockey. So I focused mostly on hockey, and it really helped me. And this summer I started going to the gym for hockey, because I wanted to make a higher team. So for me, what helped me a lot was hockey, but for most people it could be music. It could be anything. But I just personally, I think that playing video games isn't, from my experience, it isn't really the best way to feel well mentally and physically, because you just sit there and play on a screen. For me, it's mostly a waste of time, and I don't want to have either long podcast as well, because for me, just it's not a waste of time for me to be on here. It's just I don't like really being in front of a screen for a long time, because I could during the time I'm in front of the screen, I can go practice hockey. I can go, I could go to the gym. I could do multiple other things than that, in my opinion. So, for me, it's just that. So, and the gaming is fun and all that. I get that, but it causes a lot of mental problems in the long run, and you know, you can play video games. Even me, I play video games, but the only thing I have to say is do it on moderation. Don't, and for gaming, that's the other thing that is really really bad, is that you lose track of time quick when you play video games. And I think that's one of the most things that people don't realize. And it could also cause, there's good things to gaming. I read something about for goaltenders that it gaming can help with reaction time. But I won't always play video games. I will play like, 2 times a week just for my reaction time. I won't always be on it just and give the excuse, oh, it's for my reaction time. It's at the long run, gaming is fun and all that, but just try to find or do something else that could be better than that. For me, it's what it is important. Even though gaming is fun and all that, I had a period where I was always live streaming and all that. So don't get me wrong. I had fun doing it, but lately it's like if I find video games less fun as I got mentally better and physically better. I prefer, instead of playing video games, I prefer going to the gym, or playing hockey. So it's just that. So beware for gaming, because it can be really something that kind of kills your well-being, I would say. Even if some people feel good after gaming, it still has that ability, because before I started gaming, I was feeling great, and when I started gaming without moderation, that's when I went from up here to down there. So just watch out with gaming. It's still good. Well, not a good thing. It's just there's a lot of people who likes gaming, and don't get me wrong, it's really fun. Like I said, it's just watch on how frequent you do it, because when you do it too much, you're gonna go downhill really really quick, and that's not what you want, especially if you want to improve as a person, and all that. So just make sure you watch how many how many minutes, hours you spend. And if you want to kind of stop, well, not stop, but just decrease your time, just do it by gradually. Put a timer. If you each day, it's like, example, you start with 4 hours a day, well, just then, and you want to kind of go to like 2 hours or 1 hour a day, then go to from the 4 hours to a 3 hour, and then do that for a week, and after that go to 2 hours, do that for another week, and put a timer on. And what I would also recommend is, if you have access to your internet, what you should do as well is you put a timer. Example, okay, I started playing video games at 6:35. I want to play for 2 hours. At 8:35, put your internet at 8:35. It cuts out the internet on your computer or on any devices that you can use to play video games. Cut it out, and that's one of the good ways. And that's one of the ways my parents kind of did for me to have it to kind of slack. So it's a good way. It's not a fun way, but it's a good way to make you play on moderation. One other thing that also either kills sleep, kills workouts as well. Speaking from experience, because I realized it and I'm trying to kind of stop doing it. It's that good old phone. Just going to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and going on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok and all that. It kills your sleep. It kills your workouts, because time goes really fast when you're on these social media. So before you know it, during your rest time for in between sets, you just spent like almost 10 minutes on your phone, sitting on, example, the bench press, and someone could have wanted to go there, but because you were there on your rest time, I, you know, I said it kind of in quote because if you're on your phone during your rest time in between sets and you spend like 10 minutes on your phone there, you're kind of, not you're kind of wasting people's time and wasting your own time because you're on your phone scrolling for 10 minutes instead. Like the rest time normally it's 5 minutes or under, not more than 5 minutes. So it's okay if you go on your phone for, you received a message, you want to reply, okay. But don't go, example, on Instagram and just scroll for 10 minutes while you're still sitting on the bench press while people could be waiting to use it. So, it's just our phone kills a lot of that. And obviously now you can't cut the internet on it because now with our mobile data, obviously you just cut the Wi-Fi and you just, I have my mobile data. It doesn't mind, but it's just something you need to watch, and it's something that I struggle with as well. So I'm not just someone who tells you, oh, get off your phone, and it's that easy. I know how hard it is because I have the same struggle. It's just, you need to find ways. And one of the ways I found was used to plug my phone far away from me. So I have my bed and I have a kind of little office, but just for my laptop downstairs. And I plug my phone where my laptop is. And, so after I lay down in bed, I don't want to get back up and get my phone. I'm already in bed ready to go to sleep. So I don't use it. And in the morning, my alarm sounds. And once I get up of bed, I don't want to go back in because I'm already awake and all that. So it's a good way. I kind of stopped doing it, but I think I should restart, and it does a lot of benefits. I can show you, probably a little video example one day of that, of how it could be a huge benefit to your routine. And it goes back to the first step. It helps you having the first step of waking up in the morning, because by not having your phone right beside you at reach when your alarm sounds, that you can just put it on snooze or dismiss and go scrolling. Having it far away, it just makes you get up, put that alarm off, and go do your breakfast and all that. So it's a big benefit. It's just it's kind of hard to start doing that. And I want to restart doing it, but either I some days I just don't want to, or sometimes days I just forget to, because I'm someone who forgets a lot, because I got kind of the mentality of, as a goalie, if I have bad games, I have to forget them quickly. So instead of just forgetting bad games or forgetting games, I just forget almost everything in general. So that's the only thing. So about it, but it's still something, and it's part of life. And it's one thing that you need to, we as humans, we need to be the better versions of ourselves, and stop kind of just trying to put people down to put ourselves back up. We just need to put people up and put each other up, help each other out. We're all human. We're not perfect, that's for sure. And just help each other out, not try to compete or anything. Just help each other out. It it it, it sounds easy, but it's actually hard for a lot of people, because a lot of people just see someone and just they laugh at him. It's an example that you see someone at the bench press having trouble, in the gym. Obviously, usually in gyms, a lot of people just go and, oh, I'm gonna show you. But example, it wasn't like that in gyms, and most people just went there and started laughing at the person doing a wrong technique for the bench press. Is that okay? No, it's not. Obviously, what most people do especially lately, because especially in a gym, there's so much respect between everyone that, I don't see any disrespect, any type of people being mean to each other. It's all respect, and because everyone's there for a reason. Either you had low self-esteem, so you want to get feel better physically to have a better self-esteem and all that. you know you, Everyone's there for a reason. Everyone's at the gym for a reason, so there's no one there going to judge you. And if there's people here to you know here to judge people in the gym, well, the gym's not the place for you, bud. Just get out of there, because either the owner of the gym or a gym member will tell you to get away, because it's not something you do. You don't go to the gym and just mock people. It's not something you do. So it's just so the gym community and all that is awesome. And so, and that's not me recommending you guys to go to the gym. It's just I find the gym community to be awesome. And I'm learning every day, each time I go to the gym and I meet one of my friends, and he shows me a technique, a new movement. He learns the everything. And if I saw someone who had trouble, I would go and ask them if they want either a spot, and I will teach them the right form, because that's how we are, and that's how we are, and that's how we are supposed to be, especially in the gym. We're supposed to act like if we're brothers and sisters, basically. So it's just so in the gym, it's not only that you do weights to improve your physical well-being, and in the long run your mental well-being. It's also a chance to socialize, meet new people, and make new friends. So there's a big aspects of benefits going to the gym. So I'm not trying to convince anyone to go to the gym. It's just there's more benefits that I see on going to the gym or playing sports than sitting around all day playing video games. So because you don't do anything productive. Because when you go to the gym or play sports, you do something productive, but not something productive, on getting paid or anything. You do something productive for your body, so in the long run, it's going to be awesome for your body. So just I would honestly say, as I said, game in moderation, monitor your screen time, try to not always be on your phone, especially before going to bed, because it kills your sleep absolutely. And especially as if you're a hockey player or any type of sports player, don't go on your phone before going to bed or whatever, because it will absolutely destroy your sleep. So just monitor everything you do that comes with our screens, because especially when you go to bed, it doesn't take time that you just wasted an hour of where you could have slept on your phone instead. Just monitor everything you do. And as I said, I recommend either doing activities, not just going to the gym or whatever. Just do activities where it makes you feel good. Do anything that makes you feel good mentally. And some people playing video games is the thing where they feel good. It's just in the long run, sometimes it doesn't do the thing. So that's why I recommend mostly either going to the gym, playing sports, doing activities, because that's the thing that helps the most. Especially according to the survey of 25 people answered the survey, and most of them said doing activities helped them. So doing activities is the most popular thing, but video games can help, but at the same time, it could cause, it could cause a downfall as well. So just watch out with video games if you use it as something to feel, to improve your physical and mental well-being. I will do some more research about it. I will talk more about it. And, it's going to be a series. It's on my YouTube channel, obviously. So, it's going to be a fun series to cover. And, it's going to be on my InnerGlow Wellness website. So, I'm having a lot of fun making the website and, making sure everything is good for the website. It's really something that is in my interests, and I am really grateful to be able to do that project in 12th grade as it is in my last year. And, it's just something, physical and mental well-being, going back to that subject, it's just something that us humans really need to improve, because staying down is not where we want to be. Because staying down there, not being well, not being well physically or not being well mentally is not a good place. And for me, they kind of help each other, physicality and mentally and mentality. They kind of work together. If you have a good mental health, your mental health will your mentality will kind of get you motivated to go to the gym. And if your mental health isn't good, it's kind of gonna give you a sign of like, okay, I don't feel good. And it will kind of make you brainstorm what you can do to make you feel better. And one of the options could be go to the gym or doing some exercise. So they kind of help each other out in that, So even if your mental health is good or bad, it will kind of give the option of going to the gym to, be physically better. And, so that's how mentality can be good for physicality. And physicality can be good for mentality as well. Because if you go to the gym, like I said, it was proven scientifically that doing some exercise kind of generates some antidepressant naturally from your body. So by doing that, it helps your mentality. So they kind of, without one, there cannot be another. So we need mentality and physicality for us to feel well. To feel well, because without these two, if you just had one, you can't have the other one. You have to have the two of them, because they help each other out in terms of everything. So they're kind of, the most important things. You need to be good mentally and be good physically, and that's one of the ways to have a good and really healthy life. So that's pretty much it for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.